get started, we're talking about shaping your own narrative and thriving, and how we are not, it's crucial to remember that our worth and value aren't dependent on external validation. Celebrating ourselves in such moments isn't just important, it's necessary for our growth and our resilience. Thriving is defined as prospering and growing, flourishing. Thriving, defined by me as stay above the fray, learning to overcome. Next week, we're going to have kind of on July 2nd of next week, we're going to have a series about overcoming disappointment. So you might want to listen to that one as well. Let me share with you a few ways we can celebrate ourselves despite feeling let down. I think it's going to be good for all of us because there are times when we're just, what the heck is going on, right? So we're going to acknowledge our accomplishments, big or small. I always tell you a little step is bigger than no step. And if you can start making little steps, you will automatically grow into bigger steps and start to see that you're moving at a faster pace in your accomplishments. You have to take power in the things you have achieved, whether it's completing a project, overcoming a challenge, or simply showing up and trying your best. Every time you acknowledge your accomplishments, you can feel better about yourself, no matter what your setbacks has been. Each step forward is a testament to your strength and your determination, shaping your own narrative and thriving regardless of others' actions is not just about asserting control over your life. It is a profound act of self-empowerment and resilience. What? We're already at self-empowerment? I'm so proud of us right now. When you shape your own narrative, you take charge of how you perceive and react to situations. Instead of letting disappointments or letdowns define you, you choose to see them as opportunities for growth and learning. Remember, I said in the past that everything that happens to us is for us to learn from. So anytime you come up to a brick wall, it means you have now the opportunity to learn something. Don't complain. Don't get caught up in what you need to learn. Just learn it. Just learn from the situation. You're going to be happy you did. This mindset shift allows you to maintain a positive outlook and keep moving forward with determination. Wow. I have learned that no one can make a determination for me. No one can make a determination for you. No one can make a determination for anyone unless it's for themselves. Unless we give them control. That means I gave them control, you gave them control, and everybody else gave them control. I'm thinking, I don't want to give away that control to make my determinations. So hopefully you're thinking that same way as well. With that, I know to keep smiling, keep moving. Those of us that don't get stuck in the quicksand will see a table prepared for us in the midst of our enemies. Wow. Isn't that something to dwell on right now? That if we don't get stuck in the quicksand, we keep moving, we keep thriving, we keep flourishing, and we don't get with bitterness, we will see a table prepared for us in the midst of the enemies. That's actually a promise to us. And just like I stand on it, I'm going to suggest that you stand on it as well. Don't willingly play the game. Whatever the game is that's being played and it's making you feel like you're out of control or you're have an obstacle that's hard to overcome, just don't play the game. Don't be willing. Don't be put into a shoehorn. Life is not chess where we see who we can checkmate. That idea, in my opinion, is a little dysfunctional, but that's just my opinion. I can't believe that we want to play a game with people when we can just pivot and focus on something else, right? Our second big thing that we can do now is practice self-compassion. I know I talk about a lot about some of the things that we need to do for ourselves to make us teach ourselves that we love ourselves. But practicing self-compassion is one of those things where you understand that it's okay to feel disappointed. It's okay to feel disappointed by others' actions or lack thereof. And it's okay to feel disappointed that maybe you don't know how to overcome the obstacle. But I promise you, if you treat yourself with kindness and understanding, just as you would a friend going through a similar situation or a family member going through something right now, if you treat yourself, because remember, we teach people how to treat us. We have to teach ourselves how we're going to treat ourselves. A lot of times we're very caught up with making sure we treat others correct, that we forget to take care of ourselves. Self-compassion helps us heal and regain perspective. Plus, it allows us not to focus on the hurt. I know you will be hurt. That is human. But what we do with the hurt determines our outcome. By not focusing on the hurt, we have not given control of our happiness to an external situation. Your happiness is based upon you and your mindset. It's not based upon an external situation. Thriving independently of others' actions fosters self-reliance and, believe it or not, inner strength. That inner strength or that inner person will stand up and say, really? Okay, well, what do I need to do? Or, really? Okay, I guess I need to get to walking, or I need to get to learning, or I need to get to talking, or I need to get to doing whatever it is that is not being done right now, right? Relying solely on external validation leaves us vulnerable to the fluctuations and unpredictability of others' behaviors. We never know in day to day what happened to a person to make a person act unpredictable to you, or what has occurred in the person's mindset that causes some instability in how they're treating you. We don't know. So being that we don't know, we are beyond passing judgment on somebody else. And we're beyond being critical of other people because we're bigger than that. The idea is to just keep it moving, right? Don't get stuck in the quicksand of life. By cultivating your own sense of worth and achievement, you build a solid foundation rooted in self-confidence and self-esteem. We did a show not too long ago on self-esteem. Please go back and look at the video if you're having issues with self-esteem, or you want to turn the light on that was one of your goals that you were going to be making with yourself. Focus on your strengths and your talents. Everyone has unique abilities and qualities that make them special. Take time to appreciate what you bring to the table, whether it's creativity, whether it's empathy, Maybe you're just intelligent, or maybe you already have resilience and you just need to bring it to the table so that you can keep everything moving. Maybe it's willpower that your others take for granted. Whatever it is, you have to appreciate it. And only you can appreciate you the way you need to be appreciated. These strengths define you far more than any temporary setback. They define you as value, that you are in the eyes of the Lord. Remember, you are the apple of his eyes, no matter the inability of another to see it in you. You are the apple of his eye. And it doesn't matter what someone else sees you as. Just know, because you are the apple of his eye, you will always be seen in the value and the worth that you are. Moreover, what we should do is set boundaries and prioritize self-care. Sometimes being let down by others can stem from unrealistic expectations or boundaries that just weren't clearly defined. So use this as an opportunity to reassess what you need and how you can protect your own well-being going forward. Remember, it's not about somebody else. It's always about what we need to do for us, or to us, or about us, or with us. It's not about what somebody else did. It's about how we react to whatever situation that we're coming into. When your focus is on personal growth and fulfillment, rather than seeking approval from others, you will begin to make decisions that are authentic and true to yourself. This authenticity breeds a sense of purpose and satisfaction that begins to transcend all external validations. We're looking to impact the world by being our authentic self. Being our authentic self means we have bypassed all external validation. And we would have needed that. But I've learned in my life that as you improve your internal voices and your internal thoughts, your internal self behaviors that are negative to yourself, you will begin to see that comes times when you hear things, you're like, wait, that's not me. That was me maybe 20 years ago, or that was me maybe 10 years ago, or that was me 20 minutes ago. But in the last 20 minutes of listening to this show, I realized that I can do better than this, right? And I'm going to be my authentic self and true so that I can help others and impact the world. Remember that setbacks are a part of life's journeys. They do not define you, ever. Rather, they provide valuable lessons and opportunities for growth. Daily, when we wake up, we should look at each day as an opportunity for growth. Lord, what am I going to learn today? What are you going to teach me this day that I didn't learn yesterday? And what are you going to teach me this day that I can use tomorrow for the obstacles that comes my way tomorrow? Embrace your challenges as chances to learn more about yourself and your capabilities. You're never going to know what you need to know about yourself unless you hit those brick walls. And once you bounce off the wall, you're kind of like, I didn't expect that to affect me that way, but I'm glad it did, because now I know what I need to do differently the next time. It also is going to teach you about your capabilities. Wow, I didn't know how to do this, but I took the time to learn. It may not be perfected. It may not be up to par, but at least I stuck my nose out and I learned it so that I can get better at what I need to be doing. Celebrating yourself in the face of disappointment is a powerful act of self-affirmations and resilience. These are the affirmations we are saying to ourselves daily. Remember those affirmations that you're putting on your mirror, that you're putting on your dresser, that you're putting on your closet door, those affirmations that you're saying to yourself in the morning when you start your day off and you're saying, oh, I am the apple of the Lord's eyes. Oh, he will prepare a table for me in the midst of my enemies. The Lord is my shepherd and I shall not want. I am the lender and not the borrower. Remember those affirmations that we're supposed to be saying on a day-to-day basis? I hope you have them attached someplace and you are saying them, correct? Like, don't be a hearer and not a doer. Be a doer of what you hear. By recognizing your worth, nurturing self-compassion, and embracing all of your strengths and learning from your setbacks, you will empower yourself to navigate life's ups, life's downs with grace. Because remember, we don't want to live in anything else but grace and honor. Honor the moment. So take this moment to celebrate who you are. Strong and capable and worthy of all good things yet to come. We've been promised that all good things would come to us, that we cannot think, see, or act on all that he has for us, right? So we know we have good things yet to come. No matter what we're looking at today, we know it's going to be good, right? You have the power to shape your own narrative. You have the power to shape your own narrative and to thrive regardless of others' actions. And you break free from the cycle of dependency. Remember, we did a show on codependency. And by breaking free from codependency and breaking free from the cycle of dependency, we learn to be interdependent, to where we learn first to rely upon ourselves, and then we look to others to help, but we don't rely upon them. Go back and revisit that video too, to add some clarity to this. We're going to keep moving forward with courage, with conviction, and remember, you are your own greatest ally on this journey. I used to always say, when people would say, oh, are you by yourself? I would say, no, I have me, myself, and I. Well, me, myself, and I are on this journey, and me, myself, and I are the greatest team, the greatest ally, the greatest group that's on the journey. I just think that way. And I believe you would think that way too. When you see, yeah, I'm on a journey. Yeah, it's not going my way. Yes, you are strengthening your ability of empowerment and resilience. So as you navigate moments of disappointments or letdown, ultimately, your journey is yours to shape. Embrace it with courage. Embrace it with confidence, and have unwavering belief in your own potential. You alone are the apple of his eye. Receive it, live it, and as I say, always be it. Always know that, and proceed to shape your future today by not getting caught up in all the craziness that's going on, right? When craziness starts to happen, you have to navigate directly through the moment without getting stuck in that quicksand. Our idea is not to get stuck in the quicksand. Remember, a small step is better than no step. Moss, mold, mildew grows on things not moving. So you're going to keep it moving. And by you keeping it moving, you're going to shape your journey. And you're going to do it with compassion, self-compassion, and some self-confidence, believing in your own potential. You got this. Let me just tell you, you got this. Even though you feel like you don't, whatever it is, whatever needs to be done, you got this. I believe there was a song out some time ago. I don't know who wrote it, and it just came to my mind, but it says, you are every woman. So whatever that every part of a woman is, you are it. You are every man. So whatever every part is of a man, you are that. Be it, live it, receive that you are it. And know that once you start with unwavering belief in your potential, you will see the people, the things, the places that start to surround you are those people, those places, and those things that are there to be the Aaron in your life. We all know what Aaron was. And if not, go back and read the book. It'll tell you what impact upon the world that Aaron had. We talk about Moses, we talk about those people that have subject matter, but what about the Aarons of the world? What about those people that we don't pay attention to? We are striving to be an Aaron right now because our goal is to impact our world, whatever our world is, whatever we are at that needs impacting. When we're impacting our world, remember, we're starting a domino effect, and that domino effect is going to be what continues the flow of goodness and grace and mercy and thriving, because you're showing people you can thrive. Proceed to dominate the day while making new moves, thriving and shaping your own narrative. Thriving, write it down that you are a thriver. Put it on your self affirmations. I am a thriver, right? I'm making new moves. I'm shaping my own narrative. Nobody is shaping my narrative for me. If you believe it, by writing it down and reading it every day, you're going to be able to instill that into your mind, and your spirit will start to believe it. Remember, I mentioned some time ago that we've lied to ourselves so much about what we say that it's hard for our spirit person to believe the words that's coming out of our mouths. We are working on training our spirit man that we speak truth to ourselves. Make sure when you're speaking truth to yourself, you're speaking the narrative that's going to be shaped by you thriving. Always live it, be it, say it, dominate the day. Do not forget, you can follow us on any of the social media sites. You can you can subscribe, you can whatever you have to do on those media channels, I don't know. You can also go to our website, which is newmoves.com. You're more than welcome to email us, call us, send us a link, whatever you want to do. I want to hear about how you're thriving. So let me know how you chose to dominate the day and reshape your narrative instead of being stuck because a plan changed. My mom used to say when I was growing up, And I'm going to repeat it to you guys. It's going to give you a little chuckle. But my mom would say when I would, complain about my friends not doing something I wanted to do, she would say, and what's stopping you? One monkey doesn't stop a show. So I'm going to tell you, in your life, one monkey doesn't stop a show. It's your life. Shape your narrative. Continue to thrive. Continue to be the best you that you can be while impacting the world around you. Thank you for coming and listening to us tonight. Don't forget us on social media. I look forward to seeing you guys again next week. Oh, wait, Thursday. And then I'll see you again next week. Be strong, be of courage, be confident. I appreciate you. Have a super night. Good night.